This is the very bottom of the glory hole. If we came in from the top side, coming down, but they started a half mile away on this end. They blasted all the way up, brought everything down to them. The section on this side, they're blasting down to see what's there. But that part there, they couldn't keep the water out fast enough. One problem, blasting downhill towards the water. They stopped mining this part, they couldn't keep it out fast enough. We got to pump this water out about twice a week. If you don't pump it up, it'll actually rise up to here when we're dead in just a couple weeks' time. Every now and then, we got to pump that water out. That's what we're actually doing now, so we'll head out this way. As these guys come up the tracks, every now and then they find a little area they think could have gold. There's a lot of tunnels down here. Not all tunnels are used for mining. Some tunnels are used for testing, exploratory, just to see what they can find. This is one of those areas. This tunnel only goes back about 200 feet. Dead ends. So not all tunnels are for mining. Some tunnels are just looking for spots to mine. This tunnel with dead ends, so we'll head on down the tracks to Ridge this way. Yeah, we came on the tours, we come down the back side of the mountain, what we call the exit of the tunnel system. The miners 100 years ago actually came in from down here. Now this is the entrance that they made 100 years ago. The tours start half a mile from that. So we come down the back side, the entrance is down here. Now right inside the entrance down here, there's two tunnels. From here, there's one on the left. That goes to what we call the danger room. Even I don't go in there. And there's also a tunnel on the right, and that leads to the elevator shaft. The elevator shaft is open to the top of the mountain, and it drops straight down to lower levels. But no one's been down here in 100 years. Those levels are still filled up with mud and stuff that washed down here over the years that come down the glory hole. And you've probably seen around it, there's still a lot of mud and stuff that we ain't got cleaned up yet. Eventually, all of this will be cleaned up, and our regular tours will even come through here. Right now today, you get a nice glimpse of it. Well, I call this place the billboard of gold mines. Every time you come back here, that helps pay for our cleanup. So basically this place is all privately owned, it's all tour funded. So every time you come back, every year, more and more gets cleaned up and more can be added to the tour. So bring your friends and come back as much as you can, because I want to get down there and see what's down there. We're now about 15 yards inside the mine from the actual entranceway that they made 100 years ago. This little side tunnel goes back to the elevator shaft. This is the only access that we know of that goes to the lower levels. But what's down there below us, we have no idea. As you can see all the mud and stuff on the floor, no major cleanup has ever happened in here. But eventually, we're going to get it cleaned up, we're going to find out what's down there, and maybe take tours to the bottom of this place and show you what we found. This area is for good reason. We call it the danger tunnel, the danger room. A few cave-ins on this side of the mountain. This backside is not as hard rock as the beginning of the mine that we first came down. Wow. So the word Consolidated Gold Mining Company happened because several investors got together. But it was also several small mines on the property that was put together under one company. They consolidated. Mm-hmm. And that one lastly leads to what we call the McAfee mine. And eventually, we may go at least part way with regular tours to give an idea of how sometimes unstable these mines are. Well, you can see here really why we have our boots on. And this is nothing compared to what's just right inside. This is only a couple inches thick. But just right inside, this mush is almost a foot thick. Eventually, we'll get all this cleaned out for you and bring it back here and show you what we got.